Aaliyah, and Aaliyah. And just sort of put them in the middle so that students can use our It's a good relationship.
I had a wild imagination as a child. I would rush home, do my homework really fast, get that out the way, and then write my masterpiece novel. And every night I counted the words. So I wrote 500 words every night. Why? Because I learned that publishers would pay 5 cents a word, 10 cents a word. It is important to expose students to diverse authors because kids are citizens of the world and they have to go out in the world and know something more than their own story. Kids also need to hear their own very unique stories and to know that those stories are valid and that their lives matter, and that they are stories that not only belong to them, but also belong to the world. So we have a little time for some questions and answers. Yes.
What's your favorite part of writing a story?
What is my favorite part about writing a story? When I'm writing the end, I actually hear theme music in my head. And so I start humming it and I don't even know that I'm doing it.
Students don't like to think of themselves as other. They all want to be part of whatever's going on, and that is true in their social lives, but it's also true when they walk in the library. They should feel that they're part of the library, that they see themselves there, and they're represented. There's no other, there's no less than, there's just fabulous books for everybody.
In the very beginning, I was inspired by the fact that there weren't a whole lot of books about kids of color. There just weren't. And there were even few books about African American girls.
Well, during your journey of writing books, where did people like to say, you can't do that? And if they did, what encouraged you like, I could do that. I'm not gonna make that stop me from writing books.
I don't think I really cared what other people said or thought because I was going to do it anyway, you know, and who was going to stop me but me?
Did you start writing because so many things when you were little were happening, like so fast with Dr. Martin Luther King and your dad and everything going on that you just felt that you needed to express that?
Oh, that's a very good question. Well, I started writing before that, but life certainly got to be more real as things were happening and I was aware of them. Watching the news, reading the newspaper, even as a child, that's yet another thing that I have in common with Delphine.
Today, when Miss Williams-Garcia came, I can tell that the students identified with her, and in seeing themselves in someone that's so successful, I think it encourages them to push themselves to the limit, to not give up, because they can really be whoever they want to be.
I learned to not be afraid of what people say if you try to achieve your goal.
She motivated me to encourage myself.
When she said people doubted her or said something negative, and she said she would just push them back because she was going to do it anyways.
Her speaking helped me to be encouraged to keep on writing books.
Our books should really reflect the diversity that is the world. Let's tell not just one single story, but a variety of stories from so many different perspectives. We need diverse stories for each and every reader so that that reader can feel that the world is an open book and that they have only to reach up and grab their book.